Welcome back to the channel. Join us in another exciting DCA mission in BMS, protecting Osan from attackers. We have 4 flights in 4 different lanes defending the border. Watch and enjoy multiple BVR engagements from the perspective of Mustang 3. I cover everything from the briefing to the debriefing, so this video is very long, but I do have chapters to help out. In the end is where I have the full Tacview where all the learning happens. If you really want to improve or wonder why certain things were done, I would highly recommend skimming through the Tacview. Let me know in the comments below what was your favorite part of the mission. Check out my merch store for aviation shirts that directly support the channel. As always, ask questions, comment below, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.
So the dynamic launch zone consists of various range scales, displayed along the right side of the MFD, as in the FCR, and HUD when the A120 is a selected weapon. Missile time remaining, post-launch range, or missile time of flight are displayed below the DLZ. So what does that mean? Well, it corresponds to everything on the diagram here. So we have the our arrow range, which is the maximum kinetic range of the missile, thus the longest range shot having a chance to hit. Assume the target does not maneuver at all. The pilot performs optimal off steering, and the missile will result in a nominal termination criteria. Next up, we have our opt range up here. Can you see my pointer?
Yep.
Okay. Basically the same as our arrow, but with high termination criteria, so better chance of hitting. You can loft if you use the loft solution at R opt, you'll get basically the same as R pi, which is our next that doesn't look right. Which is below it. Where did R up go? I mean, never mind. So R pi is same as R up, but with without having to loft or make azimuth changes. Still, we assume the target is non-maneuvering. The RTR, range turn and run, represents a maximum range shot, assuming the target turns away from your aircraft to tail aspect at launch. You know, we've done something wrong, or things have gone kind of south if we get into where we're on RTR. Range minimum, like it says, self-explanatory. Less than that, it won't have time to activate. So we have A-pull range, the range from your aircraft to the target when the missile go active. MPRF or Pitbull. F-pull, the range from your aircraft to the target when a missile will impact the target. So that's going to be up here right under the DLZ. Then we have the dynamic or digital maneuvering queue, which represents the heading change the target has to make to degrade the AMRAAM from high termination criteria to nominal. This will never exceed the aspect angle, and the RTRQ will grow up to this value. So if the target changes direction with the given degrees, it makes it harder for the 120 to hit. The dynamic or the DLZ is shown on both the HUD and on the FCR. On the FCR, there's going to be additional symbology to go along with it. In RWS, it will only show if it's bugged, and will only show non-bugged targets as here as a little tadpole here, either flowing to you or away from you. In TWS, it will show or bugged. It will show additional information in RWS mode. So we have bugged here. And then after 120 is launched, it will show purple. Then once it goes into Husky, it should show this symbol here, but without the slash. And then with the slash, once it goes Pitbull, it will show as Pitbull with when the slash is there. Once it hits the predicted time of impact, it will show an X. From what I can tell with the loss, it basically means that it's determined that it wasn't going to hit anything if it shows this, but I couldn't find much information on that. So there's two acquisition phases. The mid-course acquisition, which is basically supporting it until it goes active. And that's going to be supported by the FCR and data link on your bug targets or targets. Then the acquisition phase, which starts off as HPRF active or Husky, and then that transitions to MPRF or Pitbull. The idea is generally to support it with the FCR until it goes Pitbull, but you can turn off and still have a chance of hitting, a better chance of hitting if it once it's active, even in Husky, depending on if the target's maneuvering or not. That the mid-course and acquisition phases look like this on the DLZ. We show once launched, it will show the A pull down here. The A time, which is time to HPRF. So then once it switches to, once it does go Husky, it will show M in a time, number of seconds, till it goes Pitbull or MPRF, at which point it turns and gives a estimated time till impact with the T in number of seconds. The A pole here shows the time or the distance that your jet's going to be at the time it goes into Pitbull. So that can change over time depending on how you and the target are maneuvering. Just going. So the basic utilization of this is to use your different modes. Single target track is going to be better, give a higher probability of hitting compared to RWS, and then RWS is going to be better than TWS. So launch and support the AIM 120 until it goes active. Ideally, notch it right or left, keeping it on your FCR until active. Utilizing either the A and number of seconds and to know when it's gone Husky, and then and or when it goes Pitbull at once it starts showing T, or on your FCR when it shows the red with the slash through it. To give it a higher higher probability to kill, better to be high and fast, where the air is less dense, and it gives it more energy. Like we talked about before, the R op shot at a given loft angle is the same as R pi. If your lead is specified a MAR, you can make sure you stay in that MAR as long as you turn off between the impole range, the target range, and sometimes the impole range, because you don't want either of those to get below your specified MAR. There was a question of the person that's not here about how it corresponded to the F-16, I mean the F-15, so I put up a couple of slides on that. But Prime's already gone over the F6, I mean F-15 HUD and the little bit more simplistic currently. Given that there's R pi, RTR, and R minimum in the HUD, compared to all the nice symbology in the F-16 and information. The VSD in the 15 compared to the FCR in the 16 is a little bit more similar, given it will show a loft angle, closure rate, R pi, R opt, RTR, and kind of all the basic information in the DLZ. However, all the time to hit is basically about the only thing that is shown on the below the DLZ. And that's all I have. What kind of questions?
What's an FCR?
Fire control radar.
I'm messing with you, Base.
No, I believe you 100%.
Nice, buddy.
Could you go back up a few slides here? Wait.
How far?
Yeah, right there. No, next one. No, right there. Okay. What does extrapolated mean?
Extrapolated.
Extrapolated.
Estimated from as far as I know. So it's
I think
estimated. Go ahead.
I think it's when like the radar is losing it. It's like trying to guesstimate where the target is while it's trying to reacquire it.
Yeah, so an extrapolation is something where if you have like something that's traveling on a vector like a target, if it doesn't know where it is, it would kind of, like Potato said, guesstimate where it's going. So if you drew like 3 dots on a chart and they were all sloping up, the extrapolated next point would presumably be on the same slope. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So when the tadpole is red with the number underneath it, that's what it's doing. It's basically guessing where it is.
Not necessarily. It's my understanding that based on how you have your FCR set up, it will go a number of times without seeing it, which is specified. I don't remember the default value. So it can go, say, 1, 2, or 3 times without having a radar reflection, but it will estimate where it is until that number passes, and then it'll drop off your radar.
All right.
I think it blinks. Starts to blink.
Okay.
Then
I didn't
it'll
remember
drop
that.
off.
It starts to blink right before it drops. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, if you slew like right or left outside, your azimuth and you go off the target, and it can't keep up with it. It'll, like I say, guesstimate, extrapolate exactly where it is. But when we slew back over, it'll pick it up again. And
Everybody remember what the default is for that?
I think it's not 13 seconds. That seems like a long time, but
I think 7 comes to
4,
mind
yeah.
before it drops off.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be surprised if it's more than that, but I think it's about 7. And then like at 3 seconds, if it doesn't have anything, it starts blinking, and it blinks until it goes off.
Yeah, you could acquire it again if you move your nose antenna.
Yeah.
And that's part of the reason why STT is greater than RWS, which is greater than TWS, because it's going to refresh the target with the radar data, so it knows where it is, especially on a maneuvering target.
Okay, but it's only going to show one target at a time, correct?
On STT, yes, you lose
So,
track
even
of
if you're not-
everything else.
All right, even if you're not bugged, I mean, if you're not bugged on anything, what's it going to show?
Well,
Well,
if
you
you're in
can't be STT on nothing. You have to be tracking something.
Okay, so you got to be bugged on a target for that to work.
Yes.
All right.
You TMS
ST
up twice on a
Yeah.
search target to go to STT.
Okay.
Other questions that I might be able to answer?
Explain.
hopefully.
See,
And-
you can quickly
ahead.
go over the post-launch and pre-launch information. I think you had a better picture of it somewhere. Yeah, for pre-launch and post-launch on the DLZ. You see the 80 degrees, the 1180, and the
Yes.
13. Yes, that's the
Yeah.
pre-launch, and then the post-launch is underneath the DLZ,
Right.
the 2F, and the TO7.
Okay, so the post launch. Let me try to remember what this is.
Yeah, I was going to ask what the 2F was for. What does that mean?
I don't know why there's two of them.
Yeah, it's weird. There's two of them. That's kind of strange, but the F is
Yeah.
time to impact.
So is that 2 minutes or 2 seconds?
Seconds.
These are all in seconds. So you have the
Oh,
that's
the
estimated.
The
as
F
part-
is the distance you will be. The T is the time in seconds that it'll take to hit. The F is it's telling you that you'll be 2 miles away when the missile hits in 7 seconds.
Okay.
So
So
you-
distance from. So we can use F as like from.
Yeah. So this down here is going to be your actual. This F down here is your actual range to the target.
Lock target. If you unlock, it'll go away.
Sorry, lock target. And this here is the distance at time it goes hit bull, correct?
Depends on what letter it
Oh, it
has
depends
after.
on yeah. Because if it's already in pit bull, it's time to hit a distance.
Yep.
The hit from your distance.
All right. Quick question here. Okay, so TMS up once, you bug the target. TMS up a second time, you lock the target. Do you get all this information when you only have it bugged versus being locked?
And yes, in our RWS, you can bug two targets.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was going to bring up, because in RWS you can track two targets, lock on two targets, and launch on one, and then launch on the other one.
Yep, TMS right to switch between the two.
Yep.
In TWS, you can, in theory, lock
Up to
8 or
four.
10, but I mean you don't have that many long sticks, but it's not recommended based on you'll miss a lot
Yeah.
unless you're in
It's-
an F-15.
And it's not recommended now to launch multiple AMRAAMs without being, it's best go STT and launch one.
I did that night when I got prime in his wingy.
Yeah.
It works sometimes.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah,
Especially if
I
you're
bugged one launch,
outnumbered.
the other one launched.
Yeah, but Mav has really gone in and tweaked things.
Yeah,
It tend to work better if you're launching ones and twos against something like a TU-16 or a Beagle or a 95, which is bigger and slower versus
Yeah.
a fighter.
Yeah, non-maneuvering targets.
It has to do with the the amount of radar energy it can put out.
Yep.
The F-16's radar is smaller than the F-15, so its gain, like the effective gain, is going to be less, meaning that it doesn't have a lot of power to keep track on all those targets.
Yep.
That makes sense. More questions?
So when the missile is Husky, you wouldn't want to turn around or turn off the radar's maximum track angle. You would still want to keep a track until it goes pitbull. Why are we concerned when the missile goes Husky?
Say you need to defend early. If you can hold out to Husky, the missile will become active and thus has a chance to continue on and hit the target, where it's going to have a greater chance once it goes pitbull. So the HPRF is going to be good against or better against oncoming non-maneuvering targets, right? So if the bug target starts maneuvering, it's going to have a higher chance of breaking the lock and defeating the 120. But once it goes to MPRF, the medium, I forget what this stands for, pulse radar frequency.
Repetition frequency.
Yeah, it's going to be better for detecting maneuvering targets and thus making it and hitting the target. I mean, our FCR radar has different modes also that most of the time I forget about using, like Viz for very, very long distance, which is my understanding also more like HPRF. And I'm not completely up to speed on the normal standard mode.
I have a questions. What is the MAR? Oh, well, I know more or less what is the MAR, but I know there is a MAR for, I guess, different missiles. Or so how do I know exactly what is the MAR, and how close I can go to the target before I need to turn cold? Is there any guidelines?
I didn't. It was more of BVR tactics, but
There's a cheat sheet based on what missiles they have and how effective those missiles are, or effectively. So
it's
your
threat guide.
I don't know if it's in the threat guide. I know it's in like the lead standard brief that Prime has. I have it as well.
Yeah, there's something in the threat guide. There's like, it has each jet and it tells you the MAR of each jet, and they're pretty accurate. But they are the minimum abort range. Usually I like to put a little buffer in there for these purposes, but for the F-16 I think it's like 15 or something, 16. So that's like literally the minimum abort range that you can get close enough, and it all depends on how far and how high the altitudes are, differential between the two, how fast they're going. So it all depends on all those different things. But if you're level, if you're at the same altitude, going the same speed, and I guess technically have the same missiles, the MAR would apply to that scenario. So it's basically the minimum distance you need to be before you could turn around and have a chance to not get hit by the missile that was launched by the other aircraft.
Okay, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. I was just wondering if there's numbers that you're using in general, like 15, 20 miles before you turn, or it change depends on what is the type of enemy aircraft, or
yeah, it depends on the capabilities of the other aircraft. So with the 29, I'll probably, like, conservatively probably wouldn't go any closer than like 18, 17 miles or something. But if you want to be really aggressive, you can probably get to 15 miles. But if they're 10,000 feet above you, you need to add to that MAR because they have an advantage over you. So that 15 is now like 19 because they're 10,000 feet above you. So you have to plus or
Right,
minus
okay.
depending on their characteristics basically and your characteristics. But then obviously if they're below you, you could decrease that MAR. If they're 10,000 below you, you can probably shave off a couple miles because they're not going to be able to get you.
But wouldn't
Okay,
you
so
want
if I
to
keep
start
like
your
20,
turn before you reach that MAR?
Yes, ideally yes, but you could always. So it's not really like a set in stone. 15 miles will make you safe. Like you have to take in consideration different things. So you could probably get to 14, and depending on how fast you defend and how much you're weaving, you can probably get away at 14. But it just depends on a lot of things. But at least you need to know a number when you need to start trying to get out of there before you end up being 9 miles away. It's like, oh, I should probably turn around now. So that's way too late.
yeah.
Which is what I've done wrong the couple times I got shot down recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we all do that because we get so fixated to, you know, oh, let's go to people, and then you don't watch the distance, and then
Yep.
suddenly you
I
get too
just want
close.
that kill.
And it's
Yeah,
good for
exactly. You get fixated there.
good for that pre-launch. That'll tell you how far you are from Pitbull. So if that is above MAR, then you'll be able to turn away at least before the missile goes active. So if let's say 13 is or let's say 12 is MAR and your predetermined your APOL for your pre-launch range is 13. So by 13 miles you should be able to turn away, and the MAR is 12, so you're way good. So you can use that to your advantage as well. That's the pre-launch. So that's the next missile. You were to shoot that next missile, that's how far you will be. That's how far away you will be till the missile goes active, and it changes. So it's dynamic. So if the aircraft turns around, it'll probably start going up or not move down. All that changes in retrospect of what the bandit is doing.
All right.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
All right.
Anything else? Okay, thank you.
Sweet. Thanks for that. Thanks. So before we get started, I gotta. Yes, very good. So I think, did you say Debug was coming? Debug said he was coming.
No,
I'm
he
here.
had to back out.
Okay, yeah,
Nope,
there he
I'm
is.
here.
Yeah, he's back.
Oh, he's here. Okay.
So go ahead and save your data cartridge. Click your seat, click IFF, do the click dance. I have everyone back out once. I need to add another F-16 flight since Debug's coming. And then Vaith, you'll be with Debug in that last flight. So I'll have to remove the F-15s, and I'll change them to F-16s.
Okay, I had to back out anyway because I changed the HOTUS.
Then we'll do a IVC check once we get back in our seats.
Was there another flight in this package?
Yeah, there's the Eagle flight, so we're not doing Eagles anymore because Debug's not going to do an
But
Eagle.
you could theoretically just add another Viper flight unless you don't have the jets.
Well, I already made it already. I just have to go out and come back in.
Okay.
Much easier. They'll be able to have the same exact flight plan and everything.
Thanks, guys.
Nice job.
All right, Quadzy, go ahead and hop out once.
Oh, yep. Hang on, let me get over there. Sorry about that.
Come on.
I know, loser. Over here doing
All right, cool.
Got that big L
What
on
am I
your
going to do
forehead.
without Link 16?
Oh no. So save it to that.
3 to 4 weeks.
3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
From next
Yeah.
Christmas.
February 30th, 2024.
Can't wait.
Can't wait. Okay, cool. Go ahead and join back in. Then you're
Writing my congressman right now to change the calendar.
Oh, yeah. Everything's the same except for Eagle is now F-16s, but you're still F-16s. But your call sign is still Eagle. So you should have some stuff. Make sure everyone look at your loadouts. I think I gave everyone all AIM 120s. If you want to AIM 9X, go for it. If you don't, then don't worry about it. But I give you the option to change your loadout as you wish. All right. So the brief, mostly the flight leads. So the brief is that they're attacking us from the north. They're going to attack Osan. There's literally a package on the way to attack Osan, and they attacked last time, but we were able to stop them and hold them off. Well, with that being said, it's a new day, and they're wanting to attack again. So they got another dozen or so pilots coming in to attack us. The air threats are anything from a MiG-21 to Su-35S. So they got 29 A's, 29 S's, 27s. China might have come in here, so there might be some J-11s. I can promise you this: there are no 5th-gen fighters, so that's good. Missiles are everything under the sun. Air-to-ground threats, as you can see on the screen here, you got SA-2s, SA-6s, more SA-6s. Again, I think there's some SA-5s. There may or may not be an SA-10. So just don't go. We're defending, so there's no reason to go if even past the DLZ, and even more so even past that northern line on the northern side of our boxes. As you can see, they're kind of split up into 3 groups or 3 lanes. The far west lane is lane 1. The middle lane is lane 2, and the far east lane is lane 3. I do have 2 F-16 flights in lane 3. You'll have to share that. You can kind of split it up east and west as you wish. We do have friendly Hawks available, so use them to your advantage. They might come in handy due to the amount of attackers that we might have. The weather, if you go to the briefing, look at the weather, it's not that great. So on the way back, make sure you note the ILS. The ILS for runway 27 right. Well, actually both the same. So both the ILS for Osan is 111.30. It'll either be runway 27 right or 09 left. That'll be the runways if we need it on the way back. Like I said, the weather, cloud base 1,000, visibility 18 kilometers, con layer is 20,000, 22,000. Over the target area is poor, and landing it's about the same. We do have Dragonet 3 on the frequency here. White has 2 of them there, but only have 1. You'll be uniform 6, so use them as you wish. I have seen a couple times where it just disappears off the face of the earth. I don't know why it does that, but it did that last time, so keep that in mind if it does it again. Do you have a tanker down to the south? We probably won't need it, but there is a tanker available if so need be. The end goal is to not let the Striker flight attack Osan, and the Striker flight, then we have intel reports of Frogfoots and maybe some Su-34s coming in to attack our base from the north. I think that's about it. We will be ramp starting, so yep, we'll be ramp starting. So as for Victor channels, it'll be in order of here. So Falcon 4, 15, Mustang 3, 16, Warhawk 2, 17, Eagle 1 will be 18, 16, 17, and 18, respectively. And then once we get in there, once we get ramp started, make sure you do your individual briefs, like formation or stuff like that, in the pit, because we need to get up really soon because they're attacking. To simulate them attacking soon. Any questions overall right now? So the formation over there will be in a box formation. 1 and 2 will be in the front. Separation 2 miles line abreast. And then the second element will be 10 miles behind in a line abreast formation, 2 mile separation as well. We will go in, it'll probably be skate, then we'll head out to we're in the middle. So, I guess to your discretion, which way you want to go. I will personally favor going to the right. When you crank and when you go out. Just gonna get first element up here, but it'll be burner will go out right to get some altitude to steer point 2. 1 is rolling, 5-second interval.
Alright, second element. Rolling, feet on the bridge.
Yes, Matt. Victor 18.
Altitude.
Tower, ready for departure.
Warhawk 2, hold short.
Mustang 3
Warhawk 2, Osan Tower,
pushing to tactical uniform 6.
10 knots. Runway 09 right. You are cleared for.
Mustang 3 flight check uniform 6.
3.
2.
Or are you on button 6?
Got a nail 30 off to our 3 o'clock.
Firm 1's naked. Flight right, steer point 3. Flight fence in, lead is 11.5.
2 fence 11.2.
3's fence 11.6.
4 11.5.
Mustang 3-1, Dragnet 3, nearest threat, bullseye 355, 17 30,000. Schmidt, hostile, contact ID as MiG-29.
I fly this something bullseye 15013 on the deck. I got the leader.
Magic, request picture.
Mustang 3 targeted bullseye 16115, strength 4 on the deck, 500 feet.
2's got the trailer.
Got the leader.
Alright, forward tack left 90.
Southwest, hostile. Northwest, bullseye 360, 30,000. Track, northeast, hostile.
Dragnet 3, Falcon 4-1. Declare.
Falcon 4-1, Dragnet 3, contacts confirmed hostile. Mustang 3-2, Dragnet
190.
contact is a boat.
Mustang 3 targeted bullseye 17120, 1000, strength 4, SU-30s. Yep, still locked on leader.
2's lost lock.
Yeah, it's going in and out.
They're low.
Yeah, it's hard to lock them up. Still trying to get out the leader though.
Okay, I got one of them locked up. Angel's one, it looks like the trailer, but he's turning cold.
I got the leader.
What's your guys' range to them?
18 miles. Box 3, bullseye 17626, out right.
Mine's turned cold.
Hit bull.
Box 3 medium. Cranking right.
Alright, 3 and 4 hot left.
Timeout, splashed.
Falcon 4-3, Fox 3, 607 on the deck.
2 south, reference south 180.
Reference 020.
2.
And afterburner climb.
Two of your nails, anything over there?
Mustang 3-1, Dragnet 3, nearest threat, bullseye 080-27-20,000.
Mustang 3-3 targeted, bullseye 15513, 4000.
Mustang 3-3, Dragnet 3, contact.
2 visual on 1, rejoining.
Resorted trailer.
3-4, we're ahead. We're going to take the leading group here.
Copy.
Mustang 3 targeted, bullseye 168, 19, 4000 on the deck. Got the leader.
Alright, level Angels 35.
Mustang 3-2, Dragnet 3, contacts confirmed hostile.
Box 3 173, 23, leader 5000.
Box 3 medium. Cranking right.
Stay firm, right.
Eagle 1's having
Hit bull, out.
Eagle 1 was having jet issues and we lost our number 3 before takeoff. We're still through.
2's pit bull.
Alright, these are frog boats.
Stay firm. To continue turn, we're going to get behind 3 and 4.
2.
3-3, Dragnet 3, picture is multiple groups, range and azimuth split. Southwest group.
Timeout, unknown splash.
0-2-5,000, beaming, hostile. And east group, bullseye 1-1-5-3-1-30,000, track, southwest, hostile. North, bullseye 1-1-0-1-6-21,000, track, west, hostile. And Warhawk 2-3, Dragnet 3, contact is outlaw.
Mustang 3-3, Fox 3, bullseye 182, 23, 7000.
Warhawk 2-3, Dragnet 3, contacts confirmed hostile. ID is Su-25.
What do you have locked for?
That guy's in front. Oh, we're at 21.
confirmed hostile.
Mustang 3-3 targeted 171-14, 7000. Fox 3.
To hook and right.
Frank, right.
Warhawk 2-3, Dragnet 3, contacts confirmed hostile.
Stepped on Sagan 3.
3 Pitbull.
Warhawk 2-4, Dragnet 3, contacts
Right.
confirmed hostile.
3 outright.
4 Fox 3, 211, 10, 19,004.
Warhawk 2-1, Dragnet 3, contacts confirmed hostile. And Mustang 3-2, Dragnet 3, contact is friendly. Warhawk 2-2, Dragnet 3, contacts confirmed hostile.
One is Nails 29 north, clean for FCR.
Last known out was about 20,000.
I got him bullseye 175-18. About to merge with friendlies.
Mustang 3-2, Dragnet 3, contacts confirmed
We got a
hostile.
friendly Fox. Splash MiG-29.
Alright. 2 has one at Angels 12, bullseye 150-9. Confirmed hostile. It's cold.
Hey, Vern, it's a Frogfoot.
Mustang 3-2, Dragnet 3, contacts confirmed hostile.
Don't worry too much about the Frogfoots.
What if they bomb our base?
Yeah, no, it's a really weird situation. If they turn hot, I guess we could start going, but there's a follow-on group, Metallica, about 40 miles. Hawk should wake up here. Mustang 3 is monitoring right over the bullseye, 12,000, strength 2 Frogfoot's cold at the moment.
Falcon 4 is monitoring strobers at bullseye 043, 41 miles.
Alright, 3 and 4 inland.
Oh, what does the 55 mean?
That's our friendly Hawks.
All 2 has is a strober at 80 miles.
Hey, firm, yeah, I'm monitoring the Frogfoots right at bullseye, heading north, probably scramming out.
Roger, that was the one that declared hostile.
Correct. Package Mustang 3, established cap, pushing back Frogfoots, about to head over the northern line here. Establishing cap here.
Reference 010.
Mustang 3-2, Dragnet 3, contacts confirmed hostile. ID as MiG-29. Mustang 3-1, Dragnet 3, picture is multiple.
Alright, confirmed MiG-29, bullseye 04348, Angels 28. Block.
Send data.
12,000. Oh, hostile. East,
Forward
bullseye
flank.
04548.
2, send data.
Southwest, hostile.
Data.
Northeast, bullseye 04052,
After
28,000. South, hostile.
Target altitude.
Falcon 4-3, Dragnet 3, contacts confirmed hostile. ID as MiG-29.
That group is far out, 04353, about 50 miles out.
Confirmed, yes.
Okay, burn got nails that way. Gonna continue forward a little bit, and then probably 3 and 4 shooter.
Roger. Drop to
Target
what's left.
is targeted MiG-29s. Bullseye 042, 41 miles, Angel 27.
Alright, group targeted.
Eagle 1 is Airborne 2 ship.
Light skipping Frogfoot's 2 hook left.
4-3, Fox 3,
Roger.
04946. 4 target 04644, strobes.
4 target.
Two reference 250.
2.
Got nails 10 northeast.
Warhawk 2-1, Dragnet 3, nearest threat, Rob 04520, 24,000. Drag, hostile, contact ID as Su-27, Stu ship.
Mustang 3-4, targeted 05243. Miles.
Warhawk 2-1, Dragnet 3, contacts confirmed hostile.
One's gonna sort western.
Two come left 180.
2.
Two status. One is 095. 3 by 0.
Dang, man.
I'm
You guys
sorry.
are not closing very
Defensive
much.
SA-6.
Uh, 2 is 2 radar, 2 heat, got me. 8.3.
Force targeted 04143, 24,000 foot.
Copy. Call when we're like 20 miles.
Falcon 4, Dragnet 3, SAR package en route.
For status shots.
Astro.
Did the ECM bug is so bad.
I have 4 contacts. I'm gonna. Box 3 05740.
Frank right.
Mustang 3-2, Dragnet 3, contact is friendly.
He long.
Copy. Frank right.
6 in a ring.
Call the range. 3 spike notching east.
He's like 10 miles.
2 hook left 030.
2 bust.
Eyeball splash on one of them. You said there was 4 contacts there? Three's naked in.
1, repeat heading.
030.
2.
Three, 4 bug out south.
1-2's hot.
Cab.
Guess there went AWACS. Falcon 4 in lane 3 status.
Falcon 4 leader is ejected the 2 ships at the moment, Falcon 2, Falcon 3. Established camping at 20, the Angel 26.
Copy all.
Eagle 1 is entering eastern box. I think Warhawk 2 is the 1 ship.
A firm lane 1 Warhawk.
Three update reference 230.
Two has fading contacts. Bullseye 34656. No altitude. 85 miles.
At 34656.
34647.
Where are you facing? North?
Angels 26.
You have data? That's north.
All flights be advised, contact 24582, Angels 26, lane 1, west side. I have nothing to shoot at him with.
Last date is AWACS. Continue east. Gonna help out lane 3.
Or what state?
3 by 1.
What's your fuel status one? Copy.
AWACS declare bullseye 06258. Mustang 3 targeted bullseye 06358, 16,000, follow on group 20 miles. Strength 4.
Guys, can somebody share your screen, please?
Can I get the...
Is that a SA-10?
Yeah, SA-10. Two, if you can, get the trailers. Fox 3 trailer. Mustang 3-1 defensive.
Missile in the air.
Staff, flare.
Defensive. Oh, 1 away.
Mustang 3-1 out.
Staff, flare. Altitude. Altitude.
Falcon 4-3, Fox 3, 06151, C30.
One's naked, cold.
Alright, 3 and 4 in right.
2's hooking back.
3 and 4 in right.
2 stay cold.
Falcon 3, 06860.
2 stay cold.
2.
Falcon 4-3, Fox 3, 07162, Su-35.
2 reference 180 south.
2.
3 reference depression, 4 reference 030.
Seems like there was a 4-ship, 2 front, 2 back, separate, range 10 miles. Nails 31 north.
Mustang 3-3 targeted 07264 strokes. Reference 045. Correction 050.
050, stand by, dude.
Hey.
miles.
2 reference right 240.
2.
One still got that nails 31 north.
Copy all sort trailer.
Single Viper in lane 1 Warhawk, go ahead and come west. Correction east.
3 Spike 31. Notching north. Correction east.
2 snap north.
2. And I got a spike 31 in that direction.
1's looking.
4's got
3 is naked.
missile launch. 2's defense.
You got the 31's bullseye 03250. 2, you defensive semi-active or active radar?
Whatever it was, lost lock on me. Fox 3 031 48 14,000. Turn back north. 31 me. 31.
One's locked, the MiG-31's. Something like strength 4.
Alright, 3's gonna shoot into that group.
4, you know if you got the leader or trailer? Paper and monitoring.
Mustang 3-3, Fox 3, 037 42, 15,000, make 31.
Leading edge 31's drag, trailing edge hot. Mustang 31 targeted 039, 50, trailing edge, MiG-31s, 15,000.
Freeze out.
Strength 4 hot, all of them back hot.
Roger, 2's got the one on the right.
Got the far east one, 26,000, Fox 3.
I'm almost merged. I need a DLZ. I have tally.
Fox 3, bullseye 045, 44, far west, target MiG-20, MiG-31.
I ball splash on one of them.
Cranking right.
East.
2, Fox 3 long. Cranking right.
Husky. Pitbull. Outright.
3's naked in.
Two's Pitbull.
Mustang 33 Fox
Booking
3 close.
180.
One's out.
Altitude. Altitude.
Pitbull. Mustang 33 Pitbull. Or status.
4's in, targeted 048, 41, 16,000, 30.
Foxed on that. There's 2 over there, one is Scotia.
Okay, the other guy's cold.
South. Flare.
Both cold, both cold.
One Spike 31, that direction, out cold.
He's defending.
Altitude. Altitude.
3,000 pounds to go.
One Spike 30, correction, naked. Copy 3,000. Alright, don't push too far north now.
They're direct. Last known data. Two's turning back south.
One's cold, 210.
Mustang 33 targeted 03250, 28,000. Mustang 33 Fox 3 there.
Two status, 1 radar, 2 heat, 5.5.
One is Scotia, one aim 9, 27 nails north.
Three south.
Alright, yep, this is getting in the middle here. So everyone come south. Package, if able, there's a lane riders just north of the between 2 and 3. There's 29s and 27s and 31s. Where Mustang's 3 is out cold.
I'm spiked. I have a missile launch.
You said you had missiles? You said you had missiles?
2 has 1 radar, 2 heat. I got a missile launch, going defensive. First target.
Blight, come cold, get into the Hawk Whiz. Package status, Falcon 4 Warhawk.
I need a delouse.
Falcon 4's 2 ships still running cab.
If able, is a lane rider between 3 and 2, just north of it. They're chasing us down to the south. Rough bullseye 06131.
Falcon 4 copies.
Three, you got, is it 31 on your tail?
Yeah.
Alright. 2, hook left, come around with me. We're going to see if we can lock them up, at least get them to turn around.
2, roger. 2's also on the deck.
Oh, well, altitude.
Alright, 3's naked. 3 has the RTB. Fuel 1.8.
Hey, firm, go ahead, continue. MiG-31's bullseye 02319, 12,000. Strength 4, heading north, cold. 27s as well.
Where's 1 by 1? 2 data received.
Yeah, shoot at that if able. 1 is Scosh out, 33 miles.
Falcon 40, Fox 025, 20, Angel 40.
That nails 31. And 2, make sure you call it over uniform so they know who you're target against.
2. Target's turned cold.
Flight, we're going to reference steer point 66, southernmost Hawk.
Fox 3 long, or Fox 3 medium, cranking left. 2's pitbull, turning south. Two's heading 160. Angel 6. Package leaker group, strength 4, bullseye 0209, 22,000.
I think that was the group that 2 foxed on, I believe.
AWACS. Out to launch.
Yep, perfect.
Falcon 43, Fox 3, 065, 14, 227, 11,000.
Okay.
Sweet.
2 is dragging MiG-31s to the Hawk. They're on my tail.
Yeah, we got him targeted. Other flight got him targeted.
And there's also a 27. Box 3, 05529, 21,000, MiG-31.
One.
Go out.
One's turning hot to peak.
I'm out 10 seconds.
MiG-31's north of Bullseye, 17,000, one's data.
Time out, MiG-30. Forces go shop.
2 if able, shoot this guy north.
2's unable. I'm at Angel 6, running towards the Hawk. I'm still getting spikes on my tail.
Spikes what?
Turning back in. I have no radar left. I'm only heaters.
Okay, then never mind, keep south.
Package Falcon 4, only 1 ship, and we are TB.
Falcon copies. There seems to be a 4-ship wall right over Bullseye heading south. I think we're gonna head home on this. Anybody else have missiles?
Negative.
MiG-31, 05520, 27,000. West of the Hawk.
Yeah, 4, you might get sandwiched there in a second. So if you can, come south. I'll see if I can look over there near you. I have no missiles left though.
Yeah, running inside.
Package, Miller time is go ahead and head home. Seems like a wall is coming from Bullseye area.
Eagle 1-1 contact.
Yeah, leading edge 09910, 19,000. One's out.
2's bingo. Looks like those 31s are still dragging our way.
Yeah, one is out. Warhawk, did you have any missiles on the west side over there? Warhawk Mustang.
Mustang 3-4, Dragnet 3, nearest threat, Bob 305, 823,000. Hostile, contact ID as MiG-31, 3 ship.
Run!
And I'm gate 43,000 over the Hawk.
Please, Hawk, wake up.
They ain't doing nothing. I just dragged him right over the top of it and it did nothing.
Mustang 3-1, Dragnet 3,
I think they might be turning away.
1-2, Hostile. Contact ID'd as Su-27. Satusia.
No, they're still got them, nails. Oh no, Gump got shut down.
Yeah, I've got the nails 27. I don't have the 31 anymore.
Yeah, 31's gone.
All right, I'm 10 miles from Steer 1. Do you want me to just go ahead and land, or do you want me to wait for you?
I see you on data link. I'm following you in.
Roger.
One's naked.
The 27's right behind me, right behind us.
One's naked on that. I don't have anything.
I could go back and try to dogfight him. All I got is heaters left.
There's no one around.
Alright, I think he might have turned. I got a missile in the air. Defensive.
Fox 3, 12123, 16,000.
Rob 305 12 13,000. Dragon. Hostile. Contact ID'd as Su-27. Satusia.
Oh, you had the 27s to the west, I see.
I got one right on my tail. I've got 2 missiles inbound.
I got nails 27 northwest.
Alright, missiles defeated.
Mustang 3-1. Dragnet 3. Nearest threat. Rob 2. 85 11 11,000. Dragon. Hostile. Contact ID'd as Su-27. Satusia.
Yeah, the 2 ships going home. 2 reference, steer 1, let's go ahead and land. 2 reference, steer 1, let's go ahead and land.
Roger, unable. I'm getting launched on.
Oh yeah, tally.
Alone.
Tally. I can push him away, locked onto him, he's dragging. Aren't these Hawks doing anything? Mustang targeted leaker bullseye 19552 12,000 SU-27.
Altitude. Altitude.
Fox 2. Splash. Mustang 3-1, one ship, switching to approach.
Mustang 3-1, contact tower for landing. 30880.
Copy Falcon 4-2 on short final 09 left.
Mustang 3 on a 5-mile final, 09 left.
Mustang 3-3, clear of 9 left.
Tower, continue inbound for runway 09 and left. Report on final. Mustang 3-3, contact below. Switch to 5370.
Other traffic on final. How far are you away from on final? I'm 4 miles.
Falcon 4-2, Osan Tower.
Traffic on final is over the runway threshold now.
Hey, firm, continuing.
Cleared for landing. Check gear down. Mustang 3-1, Osan Tower, wing 080 at 10 knots. Runway 09 and left. Cleared for landing. Check gear down. Eagle 1-2, Osan Tower. Copy emergency. You are
Falcon
cleared for
4-2
immediate landing. Runway
on ground
09 and
and
left.
rolling
Alerting
ADS.
soft. Ground control, we have a flight line emergency.
Mustang 3-1, short final, 09 left. Mustang 3-1, wheels down.
Falcon 4-2, round
Falcon 4-2, contact below. Switch to 5370.
Just switching around.
Eagle 1-2, 10-mile final, fuel emergency, inbound 09 and right.
Mustang 3-1, off, 09 left.
Mustang 3-1, contact below. Switch to 5370. Eagle 1-2, Osan Tower, runway 09 and left for landing.
Eagle 1-2 switching 09 to the left.
Fly whenever you want. Go and hop out. I'll see you in debrief.
To 50%, you'll
Yeah,
blow
you're-
your shit up.
Yeah, you're
Exactly.
dumping too much. You're dumping fuel in there when it starts, and it'll blow up.
Exactly. You gotta wait till that light turns off and count to 20. And then do an idle, the detent.
Yep.
No, I'm sorry, not 20. I think it was 10 to 12.
How about
the
the
light goes out.
RPM? Oh, never mind.
I just
Yeah,
let it get
yeah.
to 25 and then I just fucking
Yeah,
kick it.
yeah, Yeah, the SEC light goes out about 18 to 20. I just let it.
Yeah.
I just let it
18 to
settle
20.
in about 25 or whatever. Just let it settle down, and then you hit your
Exactly.
idle. Yeah. Yeah, but don't touch your throttle any.
No.
Unless you have a physical detent that you have to. Some people's got the nice stuff.
Yeah.
Having an actual detent on the TQS is nice as fuck, though. Even if you only use it like every once in a while.
Yay, Acme time.
Oh no.
Yes, roll the tape.
Oh my God! I can't believe I got shot down right at the airbase.
We were doing so pretty, and then I didn't.
All the Hawks were like on
Not
break.
shooting. Yes.
Those things didn't do anything. It really ticked me off because I couldn't get that guy off my tail.
Yeah, I was trying to lock him up, and I shot him with an aim 9 at the end. So
Oh, you did get him?
yeah, I did. I swacked him. Yep. So
Good. Thank you. That's what I was trying to do, but you know what I forgot to do? 'Cause I was trying to get a visual on him, so I knew where to turn, and I forgot to turn on my night vision. I'm like, I couldn't see him.
oh,
Dummy me. Just a brain fart in the middle of a engagement.
Yeah, I think we all did.
I was doing pretty good until then. That guy, he was persistent. He just kept following me. I don't know how many. He launched a lot of missiles at
yeah.
me.
I was watching missiles come off the rail. I locked him eventually, but I was like still 12 miles, 15 miles out. All right, Jersey, you're going to be up. Just letting you know when they get in here. So I'll go do your debrief first.
Yeah, there's not really a whole lot to debrief. Two was having mic issues. He couldn't hear us at all. And by the time after our first engagement, it was one ship. So
Dang.
yeah, I don't.
Interesting. Did you mean this to happen?
No, they weren't supposed to go that way.
Oh well, that sucks.
Yeah, they went completely into the other lane, chasing whatchamacallits.
Yeah, the
all,
Frogfoots.
Yeah, all three of them.
Yeah, all three of them. Yeah, I was in this lane. Me and Potato and everywhere. We were like, "Where'd those 16s come from?" We're like, "Oh, whatever, I guess." And
He's such a lonesome dog.
So, yeah, so that happened.
yeah, it's anxious trigger finger, I guess. Seeing something and going straight for it. See who? Viperhawk, Brody, Bama.
Yeah, it was bad because I was trying to get two in formation, and I was trying to get our element in a grinder, and it just was not happening because it seemed like no one could hear each other very well.
Yeah, that's kind of disorienting as well.
And I called out the group, and I hit the
this group? You called out this group, or you called out this other one?
No, the
This
group
other one?
Northwest. Yeah, I called out that group, and I hit my on demand, and I'm like, where's everyone going?
Yeah. Like, hey guys.
And I just said screw it because no one was responding.
So what do you think the issue? Like, couldn't hear anything, couldn't talk. Like, what?
I don't know. I heard everyone on ramp start. You know, we communicated on Victor, we communicated on uniform,
And it just went out.
and I guess it either went out or I don't know. I don't know what happened. I think Two said for a minute that he's like, "Oh, I can hear you now," and then that was the last I heard from him.
Yeah, and then I got something in my behind.
Missile?
Yeah. That's normally what it would be. No, I couldn't hear nobody, couldn't hear nothing. And then right after that, my stick went dead, and I was like, okay.
Dang.
So I tried to fix that, and by the time I got it fixed and turned around, I was like 40 some miles away. Got a fix on one, headed towards one, and then as soon as I thought I was all right, damn. Whatever.
Huh. Well, yeah, just Jersey, go ahead. Everyone's here now.
So, I guess I don't even know where to start. I mean, it's just a single ship at this point. So I had 2 targets, so I, had to shoot at both. Didn't really have much of a choice. I believe one of them shoots at me. No, I guess not.
Yeah,
Okay,
one shot at you, yeah. Face that one. Nice.
I saw the guy in front of me. I saw him getting shot at by the Hawk, so I figured that he'd probably be dead, but he made it, I guess.
Yeah.
So he just straight outran that.
Amazing how they could do that.
So I got 1 missile left at this point. I've re-engaged this guy. I figured he was going to be dead now, but apparently the Hawk got him just before I did.
Yeah.
Oh no, I did have 1 more missile. That was just to push him away. And then I was trying to get him into the Hawk since it was shooting, so I was like, okay, let me see if I can bring him in here. It shoots at him, but it misses him. But then he comes back, and I think it gets him.
How come your Hawk was working?
Because all my guys decided to go into lane 2.
Like, this guy needs some help.
Well, we didn't try to get killed.
They must have got paid.
Yeah, you paid him.
Yeah,
we paid him.
We had some communication breakdown, like literally like hardware breakdowns, so I don't think people could hear each other.
Yeah, that's highly unfortunate.
For whatever reason, 2, 3, and 4 decided to engage these 39s, these I thought they were frogfoots, but
yeah, 25s. Frogfoots, yeah.
Yeah, so my whole flight left me to fend for myself.
And you did good, like you're the only one that lived.
To be fair, it was kind of there wasn't enough of them for you. You just needed more missiles.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'd have had like 2 more missiles, I'd have been good. But
or your guys.
It had all the
yeah,
missiles.
or your flight members. All right, let's go back. So, who was 3?
I was.
Okay, so kind of walk. Who 4? Who was 3?
I was 3.
Oh.
Rhodey was 4.
Okay, so walk me through what was going on here.
So when we got told to turn and go north at 360 because we weren't seeing anything in our box. And as we did, I locked up and started calling on the frogfoots. And I wanted to get to frogfoots before they could get to our base. And I had Rhodey, and Rhodey was locking up some 29s. And I guess I became saturated on trying to get the couple of 25s, and I did not see the 29 that turned around and come and got a missile off at me. And Rhodey got a missile off at 129 as well. When I finally got a missile launch warning, and when I got it, I went defensive, but I couldn't. He was so close, I could not run the missile.
Yeah.
And that's how both of us got shot, because you can see there I'm taking the 29. I get the missile that's told it's coming in me.
Yep.
Come.
So, did you hear? Where were we? Mustang? Did you hear us boxing and targeted and going cold and Pitbull, and did you hear all that?
Yeah, I heard all that, and I even said about, does anybody have the 25s? And I got no response, so I went after the 25s. I called out the 25s, called them out on bullseye on our Victor.
On your Victor?
On our Victor, I called out the 25s. I didn't call out the launch on them, but I didn't have anybody that I saw engaging those 25s either.
Okay, so I know we did like multiple times. We in the middle,
Yep.
we said targeted SU-25s, bullseye, whatever, and yeah, and we're not listening to anybody else. Like we're literally fighting six bandits.
Right.
So I guess that target fixation kind of that you're hearing is the first thing to go. So we were foxed and locked and targeted on these, and I did see you over here because I was like, why is there friendlies in our box? Yeah, on this I was just like, what is going on?
Yeah. Well, I sort of followed my instructions, and then I actually went into your box. I admit that. But
Yeah. All right. Tito.
Brody, you got anything to add on that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was following 3. I was sending data on the 29 and the 25s, and I sent data to number 1, number 3.
So I don't think I ever heard a single like for 80% of the flight. I didn't hear a single person on Uniform 6.
What were the 25 showing up on our RWR?
Nothing.
You didn't hear Eagle 1 the couple of times I called?
We might have been too far, maybe.
I heard you calling.
I mean, I was
Falcon Flight. I heard you.
Yeah, at the end, like you didn't shoot for all this time, and then you started shooting there. I heard you there, but during the beginning, I didn't hear anybody, except for us. So maybe if you would have called on uniform, we might have been able to deconflict the targeted targets, I guess.
Yeah, I have a tendency to try, not always succeed, stay out of somebody else's box.
For whatever reason, I didn't even see the box on whatever
No,
reason it didn't come up.
No, I do the same thing once I fixate. So don't
Yeah.
get me wrong. I had one of the worst flights ever tonight. So
Yeah.
all because of just me not flying the F-16 enough.
Well, it could have been. I mean, your ramp started. There's a whole bunch of holes that could have happened. Could have not did either a click dance or the load your DTC or like who knows what could have happened.
Yeah, I almost forgot to load my DTC.
No,
I mean,
yeah.
I take responsibility for my flight going into the box. That's on me.
And this is a good exercise to. This was meaning to be difficult. Like we did a scramble going in, 5-10 minutes of briefing, and you just need to just do it. So anything easier than this, setup wise, will be much more less stressful and easier to manage since we upped the difficulty on this scramble mission here.
Yeah, lots of learning.
Yeah, lots of shortfalls that you learn yourself, and yeah, I have some. Everybody has some. Like we all did something in this mission that was completely crazy. All right, I'm gonna move on to the next one here.
Tech ends were incorrect to begin with.
Yep.
We didn't know whether to go into X-ray or Yankee.
Yeah, so I was X-ray, but I was 80 X-ray.
And I was 80 Yankee.
But I did know where Rhodey was all the time.
Yeah, I was glued onto you.
So we took off, still at 17,000. Took off, saw some AWACS didn't work for half the flight. Got some stuff, got both of them, so that was good. I was happy that happened. So we got both of them. 1 and 2 turned back in. So yeah, 3 I took control of this group because you were behind, so I just took it.
Yeah, I purposely went behind to set up a grind.
Yeah.
So we were in a pretty good position to commit on those guys, but then you guys turned around. I think you guys should have just stayed cold and continued the grind.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. That's debate because I didn't want them to get too close. We were like right over the base. But yeah, it would have worked
We're-
out either way.
We were high and fast.
Yeah. We got one of them. Oh, we got two of them. We'll damage one. But yeah, hindsight should have kept going south to extend the maybe longevity, because we would have been fighting a little bit closer, and they might have been in the Hawks a little bit more. So yeah. And then when you said they were frogfoots, that's when I noticed they were frogfoots. I was like, oh, hopefully we hit them at least with the missiles that we just used.
Here I was just kind of taking shots at him. Kind of poor comm, to be honest. Throughout today for me.
And then yeah, this last
I targeted 4 onto the fulcrum.
Oh yeah. Did it go that way? No, it didn't track. Then we're back in hot. Monitoring these since they're cold the entire time. Yeah, that fulcrum disappeared, so I was like, eat. Communicating that these are cold. Yeah, they just chased them all the way back. Got in front. I don't think we went after these. Yeah, we didn't go after these. Didn't want to fight that, and plus they were targeted by Eagle or Falcon 4. So we had them go after that. We turned cold, and we had you guys come in. I would say circumstances and overall, I was some good comms, good formation, good SA for the most part. Sometimes I think when the 31s came in, the 27 secondary wave of 27s came, it kind of started getting degraded, but we were still able to get it done at the end there, and the Hawks didn't cooperate, so that didn't help at all. Yeah, we started to go into this lane. I started to ask like who needs help, because I kind of starting to see that it wasn't too much in the center lane there.
I got spiked from like the side, so I notched that spike out.
Yep, I see.
And I was naked, so I went back in, but then I immediately got spiked again.
Distance, yeah, it's good. Yeah, so on here I got a little close. I was trying to get a fox. That was hard to see him. They're jamming like crazy.
Jamming is so annoying. I normally take it out of my TEs. It's just like
a lot of. Oh, go ahead.
It's just like there's no way to really counter it like you should be able to. You should be able to shoot on the strobes.
Yeah.
But I've also, it feels like that at range I can lock on, but when I get closer, when I should be able to burn through, all of a sudden it's more effective.
Yeah, I see that too.
I found that it's like half the time, I'd see a target and I'd go and I'd put my radar cursor over the top of it, and then it would disappear right when I'm getting ready to bug it. Or I'd bug it and then it would disappear.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to do with your radar antenna.
I mean, that's literally what defensive jamming is. Once you lock them up, it usually comes on. Anything else? I mean, as a it could go on debrief for like 4 hours. But anything else, Potato? I think everything was pretty good based on the circumstances. Like, we had zero briefing. We had like surface level briefing, like formation, and then after that, it's like just whatever.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, we did we did a short briefing on the ramp, said formation in and then out. I mean, that's kind of it. Everything else is dynamic to even brief.
Yeah, I didn't really do amazing today. Myself like a 4 or 5, but I guess we defended the target. So
Yeah. So yeah,
my
base did not
comms were
get
not super great.
get attacked. So that's always good. Yeah, when we got overwhelmed by the 31s and I was skosh. Let's see. Mailman, anything from you, Mailman?
No, in fact, I thought I did a lot better than I had been doing. I followed your instructions every time you told me to turn. I turned. That one, the one, there was one where I was still pressing north. You showed it just a minute ago.
Oh yeah.
That was one where you said keep pressing north, and
Yeah.
all of a sudden I got like 6 freaking planes out there, and I'm like, I shot at one, and I finally turned back, but I didn't go past the line. That's what I didn't want to do. But if
Yeah.
I had, I would have definitely got shot down. So I got out of there quick enough. You seemed to give me good instructions the whole way. Radio communication, a little lacking on me. I get excited in the heat of battle, and I kind of forget what to say. I forget which when I should be transmitting on UHF, I transmit on VHF. So that's my fault. But I get it. But I felt like I did better on this flight than I have in the past ones, as far as not getting myself into too much trouble.
Definitely. Yeah. Yeah, because
And this
always
is
you
the
get
one.
fixated, you just keep going north, and it's like you don't even know you're getting in trouble.
Well, this is the one where you told me to keep pressing north, so I did. But I knew I was getting close, so I launched on that guy, hoping that he would turn away, and that's exactly
Yep,
what
that's
he
exactly
did.
what happened.
And then I started hauling ass, heading south. You can see my airspeed's pretty high.
Yep. Yeah, they're going fast. 1.2.
And is this the guy that followed me all the way home? No, that's not the
I
one.
think he's over here. He's the guy that over there.
It's a little bit later on, because I think I turned back in here. Do I?
Potatoes on the way back.
No, this is where we're on our way back. Yeah. And watch. They just follow. That guy follows me the whole way.
Yeah.
I mean, my tones are just going crazy. It's like, like a concert.
Now I'm looking.
Where's the Hawk?
I don't know. It's like right there.
I know. It's just
It
not
didn't do
doing
anything. 12,000
Both
feet.
of them.
I don't understand.
No, they didn't do anything. They never lit up. Nothing. That guy would have been dead in the water if they had. I think I defeated this missile.
Yeah. I was watching with TGP at this point. I saw all of this. I'm like, Jesus.
Look at this. Look at that.
Oh my.
I defeated those, though. And that's the one he got me a head on. That was when I was trying to get a visual on him so I could tell exactly where it was.
Yeah.
And I forgot to turn on my night vision. But he had the advantage because
Yeah, that 15,000.
Yeah. I'm down on the deck because I wanted to land. That's what I was doing.
So no one else? You guys had no missiles? Falcon? No miss. I think I heard you guys say you're out of missiles.
At this point, I think I had flamed out.
Okay. Oh.
Well, good. You got him at least.
Yeah, I got him.
Half on his grave.
You got him down?
Oh, no,
I used the AIM 9, my last one.
I want to know what prison cell that guy's in.
Ooh, let me add him. Well, he's somewhere in Suwon, somewhere southwest of Suwon.
I'm gonna go visit that son of a bitch. Well, I'm dead actually because I didn't even get a chance to eject.
Oh no!
I just blew up.
So based on back to what we talked about today. So based on the MAR, I know I didn't set MAR, but sometimes you don't have time for it. But you need to have your own little MAR and pay attention how close you are to target. And if you are close and you have a shot, you might as well just take the shot rather than turning out dry, basically. So this all takes into effect and depends on what your situation is.
Now, I don't think I got within 15 on that last engagement there, did I?
I don't think so.
When I fired at that guy?
I think I might have got a little close on one of them. Yes. So you're. Oh, it's about the same. So you're. Yeah, the same altitude. So you got a little close here, but the capabilities of the MiG-31, I don't. It has like the long range Phoenix type things, but they're really bad. So just based on the capabilities of the aircraft.
So
Worse than the 27?
I was roughly almost 11.
Yeah, I think so.
When I turned. By the time I finished my turn. Yep.
I think on one of these, the 31 was spiked onto you, and you were defending like crazy. It was spiked, and it's 33 miles away. I know you didn't know that it was 33 miles away. It looks like it's like right behind you, holding your hand. But
yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, you defended, and I was like, "You're there on the deck." I'm like, "What are you doing on the deck?" I'd had you turn back in, and you were like, "I'm on the deck." I'm like, "Oh." Okay.
Well, I had an M on my RWR.
Yeah, there was a missile in the air, so you didn't know
Did you?
how close. That's the thing about the RWR. It doesn't tell you, the range.
Right. It's way behind you.
This is the R-33.
So
You
how
already
do I
defeated
know?
it there.
If I can't visually see it, how do I know how far it is?
Yes.
Because it sounds like it's right on my tail.
Yes.
Yep.
So you could call AWACS if it worked. It didn't work for half the time. You can call bogey dope of it, and it'll give you a BRA of the closest thing. It might not be the thing it's locked onto you, but it'll give you the closest thing.
Even a missile?
No, not a missile. No.
No, not a
Oh,
missile.
the plane. Okay.
Yeah, the planes.
But what I'm saying is, I have an M on my RWR that says I got a missile on me, right? And it's beeping like freaking crazy. So I'm trying to defeat it, and I don't know how far back it is.
So did it do a fast beep or just slow beeps?
No, I mean, it was like beep, 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 and it was the whole time, all the way until finally it disappeared.
I don't see anything that.
It was that one that just got launched
Right
there.
there.
Probably the one that's tracking
That
him.
one.
But it should be, if not even anything. Like it shouldn't even. It's 19 miles away. It should just be a slow beep.
Not that one.
Maybe that one.
Yeah, that one.
But, yeah,
I don't think so either.
Something closer. I mean, you shouldn't get anything unless there's one within about 15 miles, right?
Yeah, but I wouldn't go to the deck if I didn't have a missile.
How about the
on me.
one that comes off the one just right there?
So you got a launch from this guy.
Yeah, that's probably the one you hear.
That's the one, right?
But then it just goes ballistic.
Yeah, it's like not even close. Like it's way back there. But yeah.
And a missile? Was he shooting?
I thought it was right on my tail.
Yeah, 27 ER.
Oh, a 27 ER. Okay.
That was a human-like tactic. Like Jesus, like he just launched a Fox 2 at Fox 1 at 33 miles. That has no chance of hitting
somebody.
And he just scared you away. That's crazy how it did that.
But sure enough, if I would have turned back earlier, there would have been one right on me.
Yeah, yeah.
I just, hey, better safe than sorry, right?
Anything else from Mustang before we go to Falcon and? Falcon was Quasinator.
I do have a question for you.
Yeah.
On my FCR, when I'm looking at my bullseye for whatever I got bugged or looking at, right? I cannot read the first digit. It's like hidden over to the left underneath the, the frame of the FCR of the MFD, and I have to like zoom all the way in on it to be able to see what that number is. So I finally figured out I could get it as long as I keep my radar cursor on the target. I could get it off the HSD, but I can't read that first number, so that's why I'm a little slow on getting those bullseye calls out.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
Like I can't, like I think most of the bullseye started with a 0, but I couldn't see the number. I don't know if anybody else has that issue.
Sometimes I have to lean in a little bit, but I could usually see it.
I usually have trouble seeing the their altitude.
Yeah, so do I.
I have to zoom like way in to be able to read that, to see that number before it comes out of the frame of the MFD.
Are you
And this
using
isn't on an
external?
extracted one.
Oh,
No,
extract.
no,
Oh,
this is the 3D image.
okay.
Yep. No, you have my MFDs.
Yeah, yeah.
You could look at your HUD too.
The HUD only tells you your.
Oh, that's mine. Never mind.
Yeah, that's
That's
the
right.
own
Yeah.
ship.
Yeah.
Well, I figured it out. I could look at my HSD as long as I leave my radar cursor over the target. I could look at the HSD and
Yeah.
get it off of there.
Yep.
And so that's what I started doing, but it took me a while to figure that out because I could read that one easy.
All right, Wasinator.
Yeah. Okay, so we took off fairly uneventfully. We got up to altitude here, and I heard you calling out the frogfoots over there, but we were already up high, and I couldn't see them in the clouds in the TGP.
Yeah.
So thinking we picked up the 29s out there farther away right there, and we kind of set up a little grinder going here. I had targeted the guy going to the west, but he started beaming me pretty good, so I lost track. So we went for this guy here. Got him hooked back around, and we set up the little grinder again. I had 3 press. I saw him go by, so I said, "You continue." And we come back around, and we picked up a couple more coming. And again, I was having a hard time getting a lock. They're jamming pretty good there, and so I got the missile off on him. Trying to remember in my mind here. Yeah, I saw him splash, and I saw the other guy. He's over there conning, dodging. I see him corkscrewing, dodging that missile.
Yeah.
I said, okay, I'm coming back around because I've got visual on him. I'm coming around. I'm gonna lock him back up.
Oh, look at that SA-10.
Good him.
And
Whack somebody.
so here comes the SA-6. I didn't even know
Oh,
about it until I was right on top of it, and it lit up and fired at me.
dang. Sandbush.
And so yeah, I got sandbush big time right there. I mean, I was just getting the guy in my track gate there. I was about to lock him, bug him up, and all hell breaks loose on the RAR scope. And
Dang. Beep, 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 beep. It's like
yeah, so I got to watch
worst
the rest of the
nightmare.
stream.
It's like 10 seconds from launch to kill.
Yeah, they'd wait till you. They're smart. Did you see? You should have saw. Was it a D?
It should be an F. It's an
F,
F for
yeah.
the yeah. But never. I might have, but I wouldn't. I was looking out the window.
Yeah.
At his cons out there, trying to get my HUD around there to him. And,
That happens. Yeah.
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 But I watched the
Unmarked
missile
Sam.
coming up. I watched the missile coming up at me. I saw the launch down on the ground, the fire and the smoke, and I was doing what I could to just it keyed on me good. So Daniel will have to finish out the brief.
Well, then I'll let Ali continue because he's number 3. I'll do just number 2, unless you want me to go.
Oh yeah, however y'all want to do it. Yeah, because
I mean, we just kind of did a kind of weird grinder and shot all our missiles until I had an engine fire and crashed inexplicably.
Yeah, we tried to establish a handle. Communication was okay, just it was a bit of chaos. But I got a lot of launches on me. So every time I was turning hot, I get launched, so I have to go defensive. So yeah, I got a couple missile launch. I think I shoot one. Probably got a couple close call, and yeah, nothing much. Honestly, there's lots of learning point. I just try to keep the enemy away as much as possible without being shut down.
Yeah, that's it. DCA.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember saying Mud 6 North defensive.
Defense, yeah.
Yeah.
Same sentence.
SA6. Yeah.
Mud 6 North defensive. Singer 6.
Yeah.
So an interesting thing I learned about my ICP that I just got, since we've been doing taxi starts.
Yeah.
My contrast knob on there, the bottom right knob, I use to brighten and dim my helmet sight.
Yeah.
So with ramp start, there's no way because I have it as the axis, so there's no way to click to turn on my sight. So I was blind without the helmet sight. So I've since remedied that while y'all were flying. I went ahead and fixed that. So that was something that new that I had to learn from this flight was hardware issue there.
Eagle, Faith.
Yeah, we started off. The Thunder 3 had an engine fire and had to abort. I had a hub issue, head up butt, as part of the cold start. Debug number 2 helped me at least get in the air. I could never get my geohamics to work.
Oh.
I couldn't turn it on. So I messed up something there. So we were airborne late. We burned to try to directly to our northernmost steer point. We got to cut. We were able to sort on these, but there was a lot of jamming, and we were losing lock. So we got fairly close before we launched, and had to defend.
Yeah.
And then the rest was debugging one of the Su-35s dancing.
I saw, yeah, your little fur ball over there, BFM.
You're going to have some fun here.
Yeah, and I didn't, did no aim nines.
This should have hit. I don't know why they didn't hit. Like, what is going on here?
Wow, went right through it.
I don't know why if it's not locked on at this point, it's crazy. It's like it's following it, and it just
It's
loses.
tracking, but then it's not.
Yeah, it's tracking, but it's not. Oh. Uh-oh.
I couldn't get a...
Oh, you're low.
Yeah, I couldn't get...
Okay, so here I have him, but my number 1 is close, so I try to VID clouds. So I had to go into the merge here.
AWACS didn't work at all for me.
Yeah. Merge.
Then I lost visual.
Oh no.
I tried to lock with the vertical scan a bit. I'm still looking. Like, where are you, dude? Nothing.
I was trying to
nothing.
extend out and then come back around, and I couldn't get him. Or I couldn't ID the target, so I didn't know which was what.
So there's a 30 on our 6 on the RWR, so I'll do a few turns here, just to clear my 6, right?
Yeah.
And see what happens.
It's chilling there.
I turn to clear. It's still on my 6. Turn to clear. Like, where are you, dude?
Just ran it up.
Turn. Like, I just don't believe my RWR at this point, and then I look back at some point. Right there.
And it's like, whoop, whoop, hit the brakes, it'll fly right by. And that's literally what happened, actually.
I had a few gunshot solutions here, but it was too dark, and night vision didn't help, really.
If I had to put it aim 9, probably.
Yeah, if you want a dogfight, just bring in 6 aim 120s. At this point, I'm thinking maybe 1 will save me. Let's not crash into the ground, and then
I had kept going out farther and farther to try to be able to lock on.
Right now, when you're close in like that, how do you get a 120 to lock on?
Oh, you gotta lock onto both and take a look at your TGP.
So you can use dogfight mode to launch a 120. You just go to
Oh, you
dogfight
can?
mode. Huh?
Because whenever I switch to dogfight, it automatically switches to my aim 9.
So you hold the nose wheel steering and it switches to 120s.
Aha, and it'll do the lock thing just like on an aim 9.
Yeah, but it needs to be farther. If you do a aim 120 at like an aim 9 distance, it probably won't arm. But if it's the only thing you have, then that's the only thing you have. You have to make sure you're cognizant of the arm in with the 120.
So I kept going out and then back in, trying to ID, trying to lock. I don't know what I was doing there. Probably just SA.
Oh, found him.
And then finally,
Boom.
I got everything flowed together. I got a lock. I got a visual
Nice.
ID.
Yes.
That point, I asked Debug at the same time he called. He had to RTB for fuel.
Nice job. That was perfect.
And then I started heading north just to see what else was going on before my fuel was out. I saw that one, but I saw the friendly there. It's this point you called Miller time.
They were getting chased.
Yep.
Getting chased.
And I saw the other F-16 heading south. In hindsight, I should have supported.
Yeah, I was
didn't know that
wondering.
at the time.
I was like, does anybody have any? No one has missiles. I was like, could someone shoot at some of them?
I did. I just made the wrong decision.
Oh no, Gump. Got
So
red.
if I'd have made the other decision, maybe I could have saved Gump.
Going fast. Mach 1.1. He's ending it. But you're aware of some bandits behind this area because you locked onto one of them.
Yeah, I was aware of at least the MiG-31 there, and that there was some other ones in the area. I didn't realize that Gump was all by himself there. I thought there may be more. I didn't realize there wasn't anybody else to support him in the second lane.
Ah.
Then he came after me, but I think he was out of missiles, else he would have killed me. I didn't even realize he was that close. There was the 25 I launched just to get him away. Everybody's over the Hawks, so I'm like, really?
Yeah, the Hawks did thing.
And then I continued back to base, so I need to fly the F-16 more often.
Save this. I'll put it in save it, put it in the thing so everybody can watch it if you want. W.
Guys, I'm calling tonight. Have a good night.
Yep. See ya.
Have a good night.
See you, Bapper.
You gonna be around in the morning?
See you, Papa.
See it.
Richard, you gonna be around in the morning?
Yes.
All right. Oh, I can't. I gotta take my freaking dog to the vet at 9, so
Okay.
maybe when I get home.
All right. Yeah. Thanks all y'all for coming. Gonna do something next week. I'll figure out something to do, but I'll be posting the missions again like we've been doing. So hopefully see you guys next week as well. Oh, and I do have for training Sunday at 11 Pacific time. I got at the Falcon Lounge going to be giving some online like first lead like new people coming in, and then everybody on the multiplayer. I'm going to show them around the multiplayer. Basically, it'll just be getting in multiplayer, flying around, and landing.
11
Pacific.
I'll try to join.
So
Prime.
about
I need the
2
airtime.
o'clock for me.
Yeah, so Sunday at 11 Pacific, 11 a.m. Pacific, it'll be at the Falcon Lounge for training.
I'm gonna try and make that, Pro.
Yeah, I would like to get some more IPs. I can't teach 12 people.
Yeah, I saw there's a bunch signed up for that.
Yep.
Okay,
Where is
I'll
that?
definitely sign up for that one.
So you can go to Falcon Lounge at the top in the events, also in the training grounds. But the easiest way is to go to the events at the top of Falcon Lounge, and it's right there. Training 6
Okay.
multiplayer fundamentals.
I'm there now. I don't see events.
You might not be in training then.
Yeah, you probably have to have the training role
Yeah.
or a multiplayer role.
Hey, Jersey, wait for me, all right?
All right, so I'll see you guys next week, and if you can make it, cool. If you can't, that's fine.
Oh, definitely.
And I'll see ya.
Thank you, Prime.
Thanks.
Have a good one.
Yep.
Good night,
Okay,
all.
guys. Have a good night.
Good night.
Yeah.
See ya.